I'm going to bring Jack on because, I mean, he's blind and he's probably going to be able to see better than I can tonight. So, everybody, please put your hands together for Mr. Jack Spencer!
Well, 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 good evening, all my homos and bitches! And welcome to the part of these proceedings we like to call the blind man banter. That's why they call me Jack Spencer, the banter dispenser. Sorry I'm a little bit late, didn't see the time. No, the real reason is a little bit more embarrassing. I was in a rush to get here, so I was walking along the road and I ran straight into this massive power pole. I say power pole, it was an Eastern European bloke on steroids. There was actually supposed to be 2 blind men performing for you tonight, but the other guy just, he's just been hit by a bus. They're not quite sure how it happened, but they reckon his guide dog saw a cat and bolted. It is a fact that even though I never lived around here, I have Scottish blood. Despite that, I've never been to Edinburgh till the past week, and it struck me what a cracking city this is. What a blast the past few days, good vibes. Only one thing lets it down. Really aggressive lampposts. I was walking along over the weekend. I was just walking through the street and I encountered one of these pieces of vindictive street furniture. First it flashed at me to wind me up, although I didn't see that. I could just feel the glare. And as I walked past it, just jumped out and decked me. So that Scottish blood I just mentioned, you can now find that available for all to see on a Haymarket pavement. You probably find this a bit difficult to credit by looking at me, but I almost had a career as a professional footballer. Oh yeah. I could have been the next Pele. And I was talking to an old mate of mine about this, and he says, oh yeah, back in the day, Jack, you reminded me of Luis Suarez. And I was flattered. I says, oh, you mean I was a good striker? He says, no, you're just a bad-tempered little twat. Well, I'm not joking about the career, and I almost made it. And there were some lads from the local football team in the pub the other week, and I was trying to convince them of this, and they were just having none of it. They were like, oh, don't be ridiculous, you can't play football. I says, well, like, why not? And he says, well, no offence, mate, but you're blind. And I says, well, thanks for telling me, I thought I'd been a power cup for 20 years. He says, oh, go on then, how do you play football then? Because it's a very visual sport. And I says, well, that's not necessarily true, because I have this specially designed football with bells on the inside. And all you have to do when you kick it is listen for the jingling, and you knew exactly where the ball was. How ironic, it ended up on the church roof. He said, oh, what happened with your career then? Why did you stop? I says, well, I realised it was going a bit downhill once I battered a Morris dancer. I've got to tell you a little bit about this date I went on once. Now, it's no secret to people that know me that I have a particular taste for women of a certain size. Do we have any big girls in the audience? Usual awkward silence. I'm only asking because I need something I can find in the dark. Well, I went out on this date once with quite a large lady. She was quite pleasant, not very bright, but she had a nice big personality. And she says, I'm going to take you on a surprise date this weekend, Jack. So I thought, oh, brilliant, I wonder where we're going to go. I wonder if we're going to a nice restaurant or a nice concert. No such luck. We arrived at the cinema. I was a little bit disappointed, but I thought, to be honest, it might be a good soundtrack, so I'll see what happens. Anyway, after I spent about 25 quid on sweets, popcorn, chocolate drinks and all this crap, I thought, sorry, I'm getting my money's worth. So we were on the back row, ladies and gentlemen. And I thought, I'll just wait for the music to kick in, and I'll just turn around and give her the old Dr. Spencer treatment. 45 minutes later, I'm getting a little bit restless. And I turned around and said, when's this film starting? And we've been here ages. Shh! She hissed. I said, well, there's no need to be like that. I just want to know when the film's starting. Shh! You're ruining the good bit. I said, what are you on about? The film's not even on. Shut up! There's always a nosy barker at places like this, isn't there? Well, tonight was no exception. Nosy Park in the row in front turned round and said to me in a very loud, rude voice, "Excuse me, mate, have you never heard of a silent movie? Knock it off, will you?" Now, at this point, I could feel something boiling up inside me. I later discovered it was blind fury. And I turned to this bloke and I said, "Watch your tone with me." And he just laughed and he said, "You watch your tone with me, mate." I says, "I can't watch my tone. I'm blind." And never mind knocking off, because if you carry on with that attitude, the only thing that I'll be knocking off is your block. And he laughed and he sneered with all his mates and he says, "Oh really? How are you going to manage that then, you blind prick?" I says, "Don't worry, pal, it'll be a stab in the dark." Well, anyway, then this lass I was seeing, she got involved and things escalated as usual. "Oh, Jack, stop causing a scene, will you?" I was absolutely furious. "Cause a scene?" I said. "What fucking moron takes a blind man on a date to a silent movie, you thick bitch?" "Oh, fuck off," she spat. I says, "All right, I will." Got up, walked off, left her there, and never heard from her again. But it took me 3 days and several phone calls to find my way out of that cinema. I eventually made it back to the pavement, emotionally bruised and battered from the experience. So I walked into a bar. That didn't help either, I broke my shins as well. And I hope it didn't take me as long to get off stage because it's time for your next act, so thank you very much.